Dobry den.
Stabilization.
And welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Well, what a week we've had. And it's not even been a whole week.
No, because it's only Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. We're doing this early. You're seeing us on Friday, but it is actually Wednesday. I'm taking Mum down to Burgas this afternoon, and then tomorrow we fly back to the UK. So that'll be the end of our holiday. How's it been?
Oh, it's been lovely. We've done so much, and I've learnt so much about the country and the people, and sad to be going home.
Oh.
But as you know, we weren't here last week. The cats took over. They did a fantastic job, but we're back this week. Where were we last week? Let me show you. So we're here in Veliko Tarnovo. We're just about to go up this road here, which has a lot of interesting shops. I'll give you its name once I've looked it up, and we'll see what we can find. Now, as you would expect, there's lots of shops that cater for the tourist industry. There's also craftsmen making the stuff they're selling in the shops. We may be a little bit early for them yet. We had an early start this morning, but we'll see what we find as we go along. It's a fairly typical souvenir shop. You've got key rings and fridge magnets, some Bulgarian blankets, all sorts of bits and pieces in there which may act as a souvenir of your visit to VT. And now we're entering the kind of marketplace proper. You can see the flags. I'll have a look at some of the stores and bring you anything that we think is particularly interesting. I'm not sure how long he's been sat there, but he needs a little bit of a repair. But I guess when you sit there for long enough, time will take its toll. This is just one of the stalls outside. Got candles, various other stuff. And here's, I think, the wife of the merchant at the other end. She's sometimes holding something, but that seems to have gone missing over the years. But yeah, so we have a matching pair. It would seem there's a bit of a theme along here. I don't know who he is, but he might be the brother of the fellow at the end. Who knows? More souvenir type places. You can see there's a fellow at the front there on the wall who's a traditional Bulgarian chap. So he's get your souvenirs while you can. So as I have a quick look around here, whatever they're selling in that shop that I was just showing you is very popular. I've got quite a crowd outside now. And once you get to the top of the hill, it's time to come down the other side. Let's see what we can find down there. A little more up to date with this fella. He stopped for a drink and never got up again. Seems quite happy though. Another shop with necklaces and ceramics, mugs, key rings, earrings, all sorts of different souvenirs. Probably fit anyone's budget. And here's a shop that's basically Bulgarian china. There's plenty on the walls inside, plenty outside. Come see if any of the designs take your fancy. I don't know how much of this you can see, but this is the fortress at night. There's no light show, there's no flashing lights or changing colours tonight. Just the fortress lit up. But it's quite a sight. You can probably see the Bulgarian flag flying. Yeah, well worth a visit. And that's part of the other fortress, also lit up. So yes, if you come to VT, make sure you take a wander along here after dark. It's very nice.
Yes, we were really lucky with the weather in VT.
Yep.
We had sunshine right up until the moment we left, when we had a slight bit of drizzle.
Yeah, nothing too serious.
No.
It meant it wasn't too hot driving home, so that was good. And I think we all had a really good time.
Yeah, we had some nice meals, didn't we, Mavis?
We did, really good.
Mavis had an enormous platter.
Oh, you should have seen it. In fact, let me show you.
I think it was bigger than her.
Yeah. not quite what she was expecting.
Yeah, I think Max was quite jealous.
But yeah, so that was a good weekend away.
Yes, our first breakaway this year. It was lovely.
Absolutely. So we came back and work continued on the house. As you know, I've been doing the roof. Well, this is what I did this week. This week I've been attempting to keep the roof moving along to completion, and one of the things I've done is I've got the ridge tiles. Now there's still roof stabilization to do and there's still various bits of pointing, but I thought get the ridge watertight and then concentrate on further down. So today I've got to take the existing ridge off, prepare the new ridge and put these tiles on. Here's the ridge that we put on last week. It's all set up nicely, it's firm, it's solid, it's watertight. That's ideal. We've now got the back of the arch watertight, the top of the sill watertight, all the tiles in place. This bit is done. The next bit I've got to do is the long ridge along here. So this area here is the ridge that I haven't done. Hello Engelbert. I've got to remove these ridge tiles we just placed in to keep as much water out in case it did rain until I got round to doing this job. I've got the membrane to trim. I've got some ridge tiles at that end to remove completely. Basically what I want to do first is get these old tiles off, clear the area and see what I'm dealing with. You can now see that once the ridge tiles are off, there's nothing underneath the ridge tile until you get to the wood of the roof. We've got a central beam, we've got the rafters coming off, and then we've got these wooden slats to support the tiles with a bit of mud. Now what I'm planning on doing, and it may not be conventional but so be it, is I'm going to put some membrane over the ridge but under the tiles, and then it'll go underneath the ridge tile. Bit of concrete or cement or mortar, bed it in, and that way we'll have the ridge giving primary protection but a secondary backup system with some membrane. Hopefully that will preserve the life of the main rafters if any water does get through. Because I'm dealing with the existing ridge line and not making a new one of my own at the moment, what I'm having to do is span the gap with the ridge tiles themselves and concrete. Now next year I'm planning on putting battens under all of this, closing the gap up so it'll be spanned properly, but for now I can't do all of the roofs in the few days I've got before the weather really turns, so this is what I'm having to do. It's just a patch-up job, but it should see us through the winter. So I'll show you what I'm doing so that if you need to do something like this, you can either learn from my mistakes or copy what I do. Now I'll be the first to admit that's not the neatest job you'll ever see, but it's bedded in the concrete. Once the concrete sets, it will hold it tight. It will be watertight, and that will see us through the winter. And there we have the ridge now retiled. It's all bedded in cement. It's not the straightest ridge line you'll see. I mean, it's not bad, but once I manage to lay the tiles properly next year, I can straighten it up and get it sorted. But it will be watertight, which is the main objective. And so for now, apart from a bit of building up at the back of the archway, that's our roof complete. So that's the ridge line now, hopefully watertight. We'll have to wait for rain to properly test it. But I've got a chimney still to build, but that's about it for up there. A bit of building up of concrete, but we shouldn't get any more leaks coming through that roof.
No, looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's a great weight off our mind. And also, the roof collapse.
And yesterday we took your mum for a walk around the village.
Yes, we thought we'd better show the sights and sounds of Makariopolsko, so this is what we did. Well, this morning we're taking Mum to see the sights of Makariopolsko. We're in the village centre, just approaching the Chitalisti, where the library and the museum and the theatre are. And in they go. More traditional costume on the wall. And everything you need to make your own. And this is the library, which has a lot more books than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest.
Have you not been in before?
No, it's the first time we've been in the library.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Oh, wow.
And look at that. Plenty of reading matter. So that's the museum and the library we've seen. I'll just have a quick look across the square. You know, up there, as I've shown you before, we have a few shops and the post office. And as we move round, there goes Lynn and my mum off to the shop. I don't know if I'm allowed to film in there, but that's where we're headed next. This is a local shop. You can see you can get pretty much anything in here. We've got the fruit and veg down here. Lots of things up on the shelf. Frisbees, which is one of Lynn's favourites. Soft drinks, alcoholic drinks. Get the beer. Soft drinks, plenty of cold drinks. There's household goods, meat, frozen, chilled, cheese, eggs, bread, all the things you would expect to be able to get. One of my favourite bits, this is where the cakes are, and I have just got permission to film in here, so very understanding. He went, oh, video, internet, duh. That's that sorted. And like I said, plenty of household things that you can get that you might need. And similarly down this side, we've got plenty of bits and pieces. All the different things you can get. And of course, in the reception bed, you've got your coffee machine. So there's plenty you can get in the shop here. It's well worth a visit. And here we are, back in the park. You remember we were here last year, just helping clear up and sort out and tidy. Well, we brought Mum up to see that as well. It looks like it needs a bit of attention again. We're more than happy to help if there's a volunteer crew being put together, so we'll have to ask in the village. This is some of the new equipment that was put in at the end of the renovation to the park last year. You can see the little hut in the background as well, and the public barbecue. So you can bring your food up and barbecue it if you want to. I haven't as yet because I have my own barbecue, but it's here if you need it. And this play area has been kept in good condition so that it's usable. So the grass is kept cut, and it's actually quite a nice little area. It's just the surrounding bits that have been allowed to overgrow, but there's a lot to look after, and nobody has the full-time job of doing it, so it's not so bad. And on a day like this, it'd be a pleasant place to take a little stroll and have a look around. This is the next stop on our whistle-stop tour of Makariopol, and we're at the stadium. I'm standing on the pitch. We have seen one game going on up here, but I'm sure it's used a lot more than that, just judging by how well cut the grass is. And around here we have the stands and the changing rooms. That's had a fresh coat of paint since we were last here. So yes, it looks like it does get used quite a bit these days. And here's the view from the top of the stand. So you've got a good view of the game as it progresses. We'll have to find out when they play and come down and watch a game or two.
Yes, we had a tour of the village yesterday, and oh, it was really good. It was bigger than I thought.
It is quite a large village, in fairness.
Yes, it's sprawly.
Yes. And we took in, well, you saw we took in the shop. Shopkeeper allowed us to video in there, so that was good. We haven't shown you in there before, so that's another first. So that's us up to date, even though it's only Wednesday.
Yes, there'll be maybe a bit of burgas next week.
There may be, yes. We'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, it's time for us to say,
Stay safe.
be well.
Division.
Do skoro.
Do skoro.
I'll just sneak it. I don't know what John is trying to do.
No, do I? I think we might have to move him.
Yeah, John, you're not doing the self-sitting in. You can sit up there or go down, mate.
Yeah, you sit over there.
Yeah. And if you think, like, the lion sleeps tonight.
Division.
That's how Adam got Max to learn it.
Yeah. Right, so we'll come out that. Do you want to come out that?
It was very good.
Oh, hang on.
Straight in, look, no
Wait
hesitation.
till we're ready. You were supposed to say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't let me laugh.
Division.
Oh, we may have some outtakes.
Yeah, maybe one or two in that one.
Yes.